If you have a dirt bike, you need a truck. If you have a side-by-side, you need a truck. An RV, you need a truck. If you have bicycles, you need a truck. Right? This is a 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Crew. Let's look at the price. Total MSRP on this unit right here, you guys. $79,595. Are you kidding me? 80 grand? Welcome to Outdoor Madness, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. I am Kerry Clark. All right, we're doing something different today. I've never done a video like this before, and I'll probably never do another one like this again. But I really feel like this video is going to help you guys out. All right, you saw the thumbnail, greedy merchants. That's exactly what they are. I'm talking about Dodge, Ford, Toyota, Chevy. If you guys have been looking specifically at trucks, the prices of trucks, it's outrageous. It's insane. It is ridiculous how expensive these vehicles are. But here's the deal, you guys. You and I can beat the dealers at their own game if, first of all, you do your research. You use common sense, all right? You stick to your guns. And most of all, you guys, most of all, be patient. I've done it over and over again, and you can do it too. But here's the thing. If you stop paying these ridiculous high prices on these vehicles, eventually the prices have to come down. Now, they're going to do something first. That's why they're called greedy merchants. They're going to squeeze and choke and try to get as much money out of you as long as they can. First thing they're going to do, especially when it comes to trucks, and they've already done this, they're going to stop producing them. Why? Because they can't sell them. Next, they're going to lay off employees, right? Then after that, they're going to hold on to those prices as long as they can. That's because they're greedy merchants. Now, if they would just lower the prices on their vehicles, they could keep producing the vehicles, and they don't have to lay off any of their employees and still make a profit. But no, that's why they're called greedy merchants. But once again, if we stop paying those ridiculous prices, eventually those prices are going to have to come down. It's either that or they're going to file bankruptcy and go out of business. And you think Dodge, Chevy, Ford, you think these big vehicle manufacturers want to go out of business? No, they don't. But they're going to still try to squeeze as much money out of you as they can. So first of all, let's go over here and let's take a look at some of the prices on these vehicles. As you know, when the prices are so high on these new trucks, people are going to start shopping for used trucks, right? And that's smart. But also, that drives the price up on the used vehicles. So the first truck we're going to look at right now, this is an F-150 Raptor, all right? And this is a Raptor R. I mean, it has all the bells and whistles on it. It's got everything, but it's used. And I believe it is a 2023. Yes, it's a 2023. So, first of all, I want you guys to guess what the price is on this Raptor. All right? It's used. 2023 Ford Raptor. 80 grand? 90 grand? 100 grand? Let's go over here and look. All right, 2023 Ford F-150 Raptor. I hope you guys can see this. Dealer asking price right there is $168,294. Now, if you look over here, the Carfax, well, on the Carfax price here, you've got $187,999, you guys. Is that crazy or what? But that's what I'm saying. Now, that's just one of the prices, all right? Let's go take a look at some more of these F-150s and see what the prices are. This is an FX4, so it's a four-wheel drive, got the off-road package on it. And let's see, what year is this model? If I can find it here. This is a 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Crew. Let's look at the price. Total MSRP on this unit right here, you guys, $79,595. Are you kidding me? 80 grand? That's what I'm telling you guys. It's just ridiculous. Let's see what else we can find. All right, let's take a look at an STX right here. All right. So this is a 2023 F-150 4x2 Super Crew. Let's go down here. Total MSRP on this one, $47,530. So basically you're looking at 50 grand pretty much for this truck. Now, can you afford it? Maybe. Should you pay that price? I wouldn't. That's just me, personally. But you can see what I'm talking about. Now that's some of these prices on these things. All right. Now let's go over here. I want to look at an F-150 Lightning, because once again, to you guys, I give credit where credit is due. If you remember when the Ford F-150 Lightning first came out, I believe it was in 2021. All right, the price on that truck was over 100 grand, and people were buying them. But now, people aren't buying them. Here's a perfect example. Let's take a look at these trucks over here. Here's an F-150 Lightning right here. All right. We've got one here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Ford F-150 Lightnings right here. Now let's take a look at the price on these and see if they've changed. All right. So remember, 2021, these things were selling for 100 grand. All right. And I don't know, some dealers still might be trying to get that price for them. Let's take a look at this one. Okay. 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Crew. Check out the MSRP. $58,690, you guys. So the price has dropped almost half on these trucks. So that's what I'm saying. If you're patient, okay, if you wait, the prices will come down on these vehicles. They're not selling these F-150 Lightnings like they used to, so they have to bring the prices down. But that, honestly, you guys, that's not a bad price for an F-150 Lightning. Now, does that mean you still have to pay that price? Of course not. And this is what I mean about sticking to your guns, you guys. Let's say, for instance, you come up with a price that you want to pay for a vehicle. You know you can afford that. That's all you want to pay for it. But when you come into the dealer, stick to your guns. Offer them that price. Or if you want to even offer them lower and see if they'll accept it, all they can do is say no. Don't be afraid. You just do it. If you want to start with a lower price, let's just say you want to pay $40,000 for a truck. But you come in and you try to get one for 38 or 37, right? And they say no. Well, then you offer 40. If they say no, what will I do? Personally, I'd leave. I've done it before. And I've left within a week's time. They'll call me back. Or if they can't sell you that truck for that price, let me get over here. I forgot the sun was there. If they can't sell you that truck for that price, well, then you guys, you just can't have the truck. That's all there is to it. That's where the patience part comes in. You just have to be patient. Either go for a used vehicle or just wait until the pricing comes down. That's where it comes to being patient. You don't want to overpay for a vehicle or get stuck in a high price and you pay all this money for a vehicle or your payments are too high and then you're not even happy. And you got to remember too, once you drive one of these brand new vehicles off the lot, it depreciates. So stick to your guns, you guys. All right, let's go take a look at some more prices over here. All right, here's one right here. Man, this is a nice truck. All right, you guys, this is a 2023 F-250 SRW 4x4 Super Crew. I mean, this thing is just loaded, you guys. Let me back up, take another look at it. Would I love to have this truck? Oh yeah. Can I afford it? Nope. Nope. But now, let's see what this baby is going for. All right, dealer asking price right here, you guys. Hopefully you can see this. $114,220. That's what the dealer's asking for it. Remember, you don't have to pay that price. The dealer can ask anything they want for this, but it doesn't mean you have to pay for it. And don't be afraid to make an offer on something like this if you know you can afford it, if you get that price down to what you know you can afford. So now let's go over here. The total MSRP, the manufacturer's suggested retail price, is $96,230, all right? So maybe you only want to pay 70 grand for a truck like this, all right? Then make the offer. That's where it comes to sticking to your guns, you guys, and don't be afraid. There's nothing for you to be afraid about. You know, the main thing when it comes to buying a vehicle and you want to pay a certain price is you got to stick to your guns, and you don't let the dealer control you. You control the dealer. And then if you make a deal, you know, you guys, the dealer's going to win and you're going to win. And here's what I mean by that. If a dealer sells a vehicle to you and he doesn't make the amount of money off of that vehicle that he wants to, he's still winning. Because now that vehicle is off of his showroom floor or out of his lot, and he's not paying to keep that vehicle on the lot. You see what I mean? So you both win. He sells that vehicle, maybe he doesn't make as much money off of it, but now he's not paying to keep it on his lot. And he can bring something else in. Maybe another higher vehicle, a newer vehicle, a 2024 model or something like that. And you get the deal that you wanted. Those are some of the things you need to know about. That's where doing your research comes in. That's where having your common sense comes in, right? But most of all, patience and sticking to your guns. All right, let's go take a look at some of these Dodges and see what Dodgers are going for. Because I'm telling you guys, I love Dodge trucks. I've got a 2017 Dodge right now. But out of all the manufacturers, Dodge is hurting the worst, you guys. So I have a 2017 Dodge Ram 1500, all right? I've had it for 6 years. When I first went to buy that truck, I knew how much I wanted to pay for it. I knew what I wanted on a vehicle, right? And I wasn't gonna pay any more for that. So I go in to the Dodge dealer. I make them an offer on the truck. They don't accept it. Now, of course, they came back with another offer, but it still wasn't what I wanted. So basically what I did is I left. I was not gonna pay what I didn't want to pay for that truck. Let's just put it that way. So I left. Well, here's what happened. 6 months later, the same Dodge dealer, right? They send me a letter and they're telling me that they've got, you know, a 2017 Dodge Ram in now, and we'll do everything in our power to get you the price that you want. Now they do this all the time, right? So I said, you know what? I don't know if I want to do this or not. But then I said, you know what? Why not? Let's go ahead and go down here and see what they'll do. So at that time had already gone out and I bought a used 2014 and I had to settle. It was still a nice truck. It did everything that I wanted it to do, but it didn't have all the accessories on it that I wanted. But sometimes you have to do that, you guys, instead of overpaying for a vehicle. And that's what I mean when it comes to using common sense. Instead of overpaying for a vehicle, sometimes you have to just settle for what you can afford. If you don't want to settle for what you can afford, then don't buy. Just be patient and wait for the prices to come down. And that's exactly what happened with my 2017 Ram. Went into the dealer, right? Now here I've got a trade-in now because I've got a 2014. They didn't give me what I wanted for my trade-in, but the difference they took off of the price on the 2017, all right? So I got it for what I wanted. They took the price off even though I didn't get what I wanted for my trade-in, and then they also gave me a lifetime bumper-to-bumper warranty on my truck. So here's what I mean. As long as I own my 2017 Dodge Ram, and I'm never gonna get rid of this truck, anything that goes wrong with it, except for regular wear and tear items, you know, your spark plugs, your belts, your hoses, things like that, all I have to do is pay $100 and they will have to fix it. Now, will they challenge you on that? Yeah, they will, because that's what greedy merchants do. So here's what I mean. My key fob on my truck went bad. for one key fob, right, on my truck was over $300. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. This right here is your key fob. All right. This went bad on my 2017 Dodge. It's the only problem I've had with it since. So I went in and I told them, I go, well, it should be covered up under the warranty. And they said, no, Mr. Clark, it's not covered. You're gonna have to pay for it. $350. I was like, no, I've got a bumper to bumper warranty. I know that this thing is covered. So the guy goes, well, the only thing you can do is go out and you can talk to the service manager. So I go out to the service manager, who was great. The guy was awesome. And he says, you're right, Mr. Clark. You get 3 key fobs under your warranty. So why am I telling you this? Because even if you get a warranty like that, they're still going to challenge you on it. Stick to your guns. Don't be intimidated, you guys, because they are greedy merchants and they're going to squeeze as much money out of you as they can if you let them. If I ever buy another Dodge Ram, this is what I want. I want a 2500 heavy duty with a Cummins diesel. This is the truck that I would love to buy. So let's see what year this is, and let's see what the price is. It's kind of dark. Might not even be able to see this. Gosh. All right, here we go. This is a 2024 Ram 2500 Laramie Night Crew Cab 4x4. All right, base price, $68,095. Total price, after everything's added in here, $96,070, you guys. That's a whole lot of money. It's a whole lot of truck, but for me personally, there's no way it's worth it. And when I talk about doing research, you guys, I hate to say this, but Dodge, especially their diesels, they're having problems right now. If you guys remember when Volkswagen had an emissions problem, I don't know exactly what it was, but it was something that they did illegally or something, and they got popped for it. Well, now the same thing is happening to the diesels with Dodge, and it happened with the Eco Diesel, if you remember. And so if you do your research, you'll see what's happening with the diesels. Only the diesels, not the 1500s, but it's only the diesels. Do your research on them, because Dodge is having some problems when it comes to this. So if you're thinking about buying a Dodge Ram 2500 with a Cummins or a 3500 with a Cummins, do some research on it first and find out about recalls or about emission problems that they're having right now. It'll save you a whole lot of headaches. So this is a 2024 Ram 1500 Limited Crew Cab 4x4. So the base price on this is $68,160. Total price, you guys, see if you can see it right there. If you can't see it, it's kind of hard, it's in the window, but the total price on this unit, you guys, $83,395, you guys. It's got a Hemi, 5.7 liter Hemi with the e-torque. What do you think? You think it's worth that money, that much money? Me personally, I don't think so. I would never pay that much money for this truck. All right, here we are at Chevy. Look at all of these trucks, you guys. Now, I didn't go over to the Toyota lot today. Went to Dodge, Ford, but now we're at Chevy. I mean, these guys have truck after trucks after trucks. Look over here. Trucks galore, you guys. Now this is just one row right here. These are all trucks here. Look at this. Trucks, 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 and more trucks. I have never seen so many trucks in my life. Now let's take a look at some of Chevy's prices, because I'm telling you, some of Chevy's prices are pretty good, depending on what the vehicle is. So let's see what this is, if we can see it. Everything is so dark. Okay, this is a 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT two-wheel drive. Total vehicle price on this one is $54,000. Looks like $535. It's kind of hard to see. Standard vehicle price is $50,700. These windows are tinted, so still pretty expensive, but I got to tell you, compared to Ford and Dodge, that's not bad. What an awesome truck. So this is a 2500 HD. Let's take a look. See if we can see the price on this one. All right, so the standard vehicle price on this one, $49,600, you guys. Total vehicle price, $64,220. That's not bad for a heavy duty truck. And this has the Duramax diesel, which is a V8 diesel, and it has the Allison transmission. But the one thing you got to remember now, when you buy a diesel, all right, but it's only a two-wheel drive too. Diesel fuel costs more, and then you also got to have your DEF, your diesel emission fluid. So you're going to be paying more for gas, and you're going to be paying for DEF. But man, what a nice truck right there. And remember, you guys, you don't have to pay that price for it. Offer what you want. But compared to the F-150 or the F-250 and the Dodge Ram 2500, that's a good price. Now, the only difference is those two trucks were four-wheel drive. Let's see what a four-wheel drive cost over here. So here's a 4x4 right here, 2500, heavy duty, all right? Let's check it out. Now, as you can see, doesn't have the fancy wheels and tires on it or anything like that. Is a 4x4. It still has a Duramax engine, Allison transmission. Let's see what this one's going for. All right, let's see. Gosh, it's so dark, these windows. All right, standard vehicle price on this one is $55,000. Total vehicle price, $67,556, you guys. Honestly, to me, that's not a bad price. Would I pay that? No, I'd still try to get that price, get them to come down on that price. But if you compare this truck to the Ram 2500 and the Ford 2500 heavy duty with diesels, way better deal. At Outdoor Madness, we love adventure. The adventure never ends for us. We're all about getting people outdoors and enjoying life, whether it's riding side-by-sides, hiking, bicycle riding, going on vacations. We share our adventures with you so you, in turn, can enjoy the same thing. And if you stick to your guns when it comes to things like this, you guys, you'll find out that eventually you'll be able to make a good deal, you'll be happy, and you can get outside, whatever you're doing, with that 4x4 truck and have a good time. I'm Kerry Clark for Outdoor Madness. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Don't forget to give us the thumbs up and subscribe, and you know the story. I'll see you somewhere right out there in the great outdoors.